First and foremost, I want to start this video off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to the Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, for giving me the Rakakadas to come back and do another video, hopefully something that could be edification, ammunition, or exhortation. Call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Wachaba, Wahadar. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom wa Barakium to the hopeful elect. 1/3 on down. All right, it's your brother Sharayat, and something quick I just really want to get into. Rebuke real quick, really. Thankskilling. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna really do it a little different because this is something that's rebuked constantly, and we're gonna keep rebuking the same things over and over. We get that. But, the Father, he just, it's not. I have to. If it's not broke, I'm gonna try to fix it. Spirit. It's just, it's so much. So many different types of spiritual gifts, but nevertheless, get back on topic. We're gonna go to Ecclesiastes 11:19. Get there. Still on my new sword, so bear with me. Well, it's not new. I just don't use this one. It's really growing on me. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 19. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 19. And it reads, oh, that's not even.
I don't want to just be dismissed. Nobody understood. Nobody understood.
That's not even. One second. 7, 2, 4. I guess that's what I want. I don't know if this. Let's see something real quick. Some days the spirit just jump on you. When you putting together your lessons and stuff like that. That's why you really want to jump on stuff when the spirit really, present it to you, because it's a fact that it's the Holy Spirit that teaches you all things, and it's of no lie, but the truth. Let me just make sure there's not Cyrock I want. I'm gonna go with both. So this is I'm gonna go to Sirach chapter 11 verse 19 first. It says, whereas he said, I have found rest, and now will continually, Salakia, Sirach chapter, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, Sirach chapter 11, verse 19, whereas he said, I have found rest, and now will eat continually of my goods. And yet he knoweth not what time shall come upon him. Right, you know, you get so caught up, you know, that's why you don't want to, I believe, deal with gluttony and all of that type of stuff, you know, which we're getting into, and that he must leave those things to others and die, you know. So people really get caught up in these moments, and they never stop. They get caught up in them, and they never stop to realize like that they're nothing, you know. It's really vanity, you know, and that's really what you go back to the Ecclesiastes and the, you know, the regular Bible or whatever. Not the regular Bible, but the Bible without the Apocrypha, you know, written by Solomon. That's what the whole book is about. It's about vanity, stuff that doesn't matter. You know, things that does not, you know, profit you. You know, things that are altogether vanity. You know, it's so much to get into with these wicked ass holidays, man. So-called holidays. You know, they're pagan, and there's nothing good that can come out of them. And truth be said, you know, unless you're in there rebuking these things to never, you know, take part of them again, you know, because you ain't supposed to be double-minded. So Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 9, it says, rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart, which is your mind, cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. You know? Because really, like Solomon also put in here through the Spirit, Yahweh, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Well, Yahweh, because Solomon is actually Yahweh Shai for those who can receive it. But on point, but on a point. Once again, chapter 11, verse 19, is in the book of Ecclesiastes. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. So you can do all of that, but and it could, you know, because in the same breath, it's also written in this book that whatever you put it your hand to do, you do it with all your strength. I believe is chapter 9, verse 10. You know, just to give clarity of this. You know, it says chapter 9, verse 10. It says, "Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it with thy might." So, if, you know, that's where you get the whole YOLO thing. You know, it says, "For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest." So that's why he would rather you be cold or hot. You know, because there's no point in you being in the middle. If you're gonna be cold, you be ice cold. You be the goddamn devil. If you're gonna be, you know, a man of walking in integrity and in his truth, you know, man or woman, you know, you do it with all thy ability unto perfection. You know, so we can get up out of here. So that's just to get clarity on that. So if you either or, know that the Most High gonna bring judgment, whether it be good or bad. And it's gonna be according to he gonna meet measure. The Most High deal with balance. You know, it's gonna be according to the work of thy hands. So we're gonna keep going. So if you wanna partake in these stupid ass holidays and ultimately get your ass killed for the scriptures we're gonna bring out to prove the Most High he doesn't deal with that, that's what's gonna happen, man. Cause see, it's different approaches you can come with these scriptures, man. We ain't gotta keep rebuking it the same exact way. We could really come from a whole nother angle, not twisting the scriptures. You know, the scriptures just told you, do it with all thy might. Go ahead, do it with all thy might, man. Said whatever I ain't see. So you want 4 plates of those potatoes, cause you's already predestined what you gonna do. Those sweet potatoes tomorrow. You go right ahead, man. You go right ahead. But no, it's gonna be judgment. The Most High said He's gonna bring judgment. So once again, Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. Okay? Now, let's get to where I really want to be in this lesson really quick. This rebuke lesson. We're gonna jump to chapter 7. Okay. Chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. So, truth be told, it is better to go to the house of mourning to the house of feasting than the house of feasting. You know, you rather be in a damn studio apartment with the brethren in the scriptures fasting, you know, afflicting themselves, you know, than to be in the house of feasting. You a goddamn fool if you was to do otherwise. All right, so as I said, you be a goddamn fool. But I'm reading from the top. Ecclesiastes 7:2. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. So as I said, you would be a goddamn fool. You would rather be in the tight space, you know, on a couch with brothers fasting in the scriptures, getting these breakdowns, you know, filling up on this oil, you know, for these times to come, versus to going to a goddamn damn pig fest, a swine fest, man. A feast for all the foods you can eat. I don't know. Let's keep going. It says, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. So once again, from the top, Ecclesiastes 7:2, it says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. That is the end of all. That is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. So you would think about that if you were smart. You would think about this scripture. You Jakes, because there's a video for Jake. This video is for the house of Jacob, who got his name, for the descendants of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. In the Hebrew, Yasha'Allah. The descendants of Yasha'Allah, the 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, and so-called Hispanics or Latinos, whichever byword you want to debase yourself to. But you are in fact the Israelite, you know, and it goes by the seed of your father, according to Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. Okay, but you would think about this, Jake, before you go tomorrow and get a damn, on some hours and get a damn, if you ain't did it already. Niggas be pre-gaming and whatnot. Verse 3, it says, sorrow is better than laughter. Once again, Ecclesiastes, in the Bible I'm sure you have, chapter 7, verse 3. King James Version, but this is in all of them. It says, verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. You will lay this to your mind, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. What is the heart? The heart is the mind. And how is the heart made better? because when you sad, you can think about everything. You know, that's when you're truly reflecting. That's when you putting things in perspective. That's when you coulda, shoulda, woulda. You can't do that, man, when you laughing. And you gone. Think about when you laugh, okay, because y'all like dealing with so-called science, which is pseudoscience, you know, from Esau. But real science, right? I believe when you laugh, your brain releases this chemical called, what is it, serotonin? And that basically, it releases, right? And it puts you in this like euphoric feel, you know? It throw your vibrations all off. So it's like being off a drug, because that's the same thing that's released during a drug or during any type of pleasure. You know, you can't think straight. Why do you think, you know, in the way of doing it off, you know, Jake you so reckless with you trying to do anything to fulfill the lust, you know, through many outlets. I'm gonna try to keep it, you know, PG. You know, because you do have, you know children that listen, so we got to be mindful of that. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. So when you're sad, you can think straight, man. That's all this is saying. Verse 4: the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Yahweh Shah was an austere man. You go into the word austere means gloomy, so that's like, you know, he was like what they would call depressed. He was a downer, you know. He could think straight, man. He couldn't think straight if he was always laughing, and even his people were suffering. So see, that's right there. That's what should amp to get you going. If you truly believe you an Israelite, you know, trying to find the way, the truth. Why would the Messiah be laughing and his people suffering? Did he come and put anybody to death for the wrongs they did? No, because you niggas stuck on plantation Christianity thinking you turn the cheek forever. No, he coming to recompense. The Most High deal with balance. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So why the hell would he come when he made his first coming laughing? He wasn't the damn thing funny. We were suffering, and the 10 tribes was gone. What the hell's funny? How the hell would he be setting anybody straight if he laughing? Serotonin's releasing in his brain, and he's pleasure. You know damn well when you in pleasure mode, you ain't thinking straight. That's why when you try to chase that pleasure, you try to fulfill that flesh, which you're gonna get into. We're just gonna keep going, man, because it's all gonna come, you know, full circle. How about show me how shower up? You know, and I get this verse too. This ain't even a part of it, but I'll get this. It's perfect. Verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the songs of fools. Verse 5 again. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. So you rather me be telling you this than tomorrow you listen to damn Marvin Gaye and Jail Levert, you know what I'm saying, and damn Frankie Beverly, damn fake gospel music. They don't even know what the good news is, so that ain't even gospel. That's not glad tidings. That's not what the glad tidings are. The glad tidings said all our enemies. The good news is he that leadeth into captivity and goes into captivity. The good news, we're gonna have handmaids and servants. The good news, they're gonna rebuild the desolate cities. The good news is we're gonna get a new covenant, we're gonna get perfect bodies, and we never gonna go off again to where we have to go in captivity and have to get up and go to work next week once this shit is over with. But anyway, it says, you know, so you rather hear this than be hearing that crap. They talking about love is gonna last. Oh, it's not even funny, man. But they rocking you to sleep. That's why it's called the Song of Fools. That's the bop. That's the bop they walk to. Ain't about no goddamn love right now, man. You talking about romance, Romans, another philosophy, some more damn strong drink that you staggering off of, a spiritual drink. You stagger, but not a strong drink. All right. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 15. I hope this shit cutting you to your heart. I hope it do. It says, verse 15, it says, then I commended mirth. Flip side, then I commended mirth. I thought he said that it was better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting. That's really the house of mirth too. Because mirth is going to joyfulness, the basic opposite. Then he say that sadness is better, but we're going to get wild. Even though we already edified to this, but we'll get it. He said, then I commended mirth. This is the wisest man to ever live, Solomon. That's one way you know this is Yahweh Shai, because that don't even make sense. Anyway, it says, then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry. For that shall abide with him of his labor the days of his life, which Yahweh giveth him under the sun. You know? So, we ain't telling y'all, see y'all think when you get in the truth it's all about being stiff. It ain't about none of that. You know, that's how you see that's the fruit of your labor. You able to drink, you know, make merry. That's balance. The Most High deal with balance. This is just how y'all doing it, man. And it's a time and season for everything if you go to the 3rd chapter of this book. And it ain't the damn time. Tomorrow ain't the time to take place in feasting. Because you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. That's what the heathens do, man. They stole this goddamn land. This land is damned, man. It's damned by the power. But God means Allah Allah is God in Hebrew, and it means power. It's cursed by the power. It is sentenced to damnation by the power. Who's the power? Yahweh. Ba Shem, Yahweh Shai. Ba being in, Ha being the, Shem being name. In the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, the Messiah that's going to come and bring the damnation. We're going to make a speedy riddance of this place. You know, so, but on the balance side, he said, then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun than to eat, to drink, and to be merry. Because, you know, you lift yourself up in the spirit, but the spirit dwells within this flesh. You know, so it's a balance. That's why the Most High gave us senses. But you niggas overuse them. You niggas abuse every goddamn thing. You don't even use stuff right. You don't even know how your body works. And we gonna, what, man, just keep listening, man. It says, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 13. Go ahead and jump to that real quick. Lord willing, this is edifying. Y'all about Shema Shah willing. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 13. It says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. And the end of that mirth is heaviness. So that's why it's better to be in the house of mourning, because you're in reality. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're going to really be able to be these lively people. You know, not saying we get rid of our sorrow, because you just heard you just heard the verse. You know, then he commended mirth. But at the end of that mirth, it says, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 13, and Proverbs was written by Solomon as well. Salagia. It says, even in laughter, the heart, be in the mind, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. And in the end of that mirth is heaviness, because soon as you come down, because after you be laughing, crying, you know, you're laughing, but you're crying. A lot of you laugh and you hate laughing, because ain't a damn thing funny. As Jake say. Ain't a damn thing funny, man. Ain't now the time to be. You should be mad. So you're gonna have to go right back to work next week. We're gonna keep going though. It says to work for the damn so-called white man and the damn Chinese man and the Asian man and the Hamite man, damn Arab man, so called. Philippians chapter 3 verse 19. You know, but we're gonna get that one more time. It says even in the laughter the heart is sorrowful, and in the end of that mirth is heaviness. Because the end of that mirth, you know, all that celebrating y'all gonna do, fake gather celebrating, half of you gonna come together and you beefing. You don't even like the people you around. You know, all this fake family crap. The family is Israel, man. You niggas all caught up in that. Go outside, see somebody who look just like your damn cousin Kui. You don't even know that's your damn family too. You damn idiot. You don't know your damn history. You don't even know all your family. Think that's damn coincidence? People look alike. Goddamn dummies, man. And I say that humbly. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6 says, Philippians chapter 3 verse 16, man. We gonna get that end of that mirth, man. Is heaviness, cause you gotta go back to work. You know your burdens weighing you down. You know what I'm saying? They weigh you down. That's what that means. And the Most High know we got burdens right now. That's why He said, "Let go from these mortal thoughts and cast off the burdens of man." Who's man? We gods on the earth. Men, you know, and our women, they princesses, you know, our sisters of God, the power. So nobody on this damn earth compared to them. It says 3:19, Philippians. It says, who's in. So why is the end of that mirth the heaviness? It says, Philippians chapter 3 verse 19, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. Why? Because at the end of that, they're destroyed. You destroyed after that. You got all that. You probably got tapeworms in your body because you ate all them chitlins. You got tapeworms on the brain. You don't even know none of this. You got parasites that's infecting your joints. That's why it's hard for you to walk. Now you done caught gout next week. Old Jake, big old stocky Jake. You know, you done caught gout in your damn heel. You know, I believe which is your tendons crystallizing, if I'm not mistaken. You know? So you all messed up. You all jacked up. Because you breaking the commandments of the Most High. The law ain't went nowhere, man. Stop letting these pastors lie to you. But we gonna stay on point. So, you know, that's whose end is their destruction, who God is their belly, you know, meaning that you're given to appetite. You want to please the flesh. You know what I'm saying? 24/7, whose glory is in their shame. So you glory in shameful things. You get your glory in shameful things whether you know it or not. Whose glory is their shame. So only time you're glorified, you glowing, you glowed up, is in shame. You know, oh, I fucked this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You find out that's your damn cousin or some shit. It's like that. It's shame, man. You know, it's all type. The Most High can get you in any way. You don't know. He a mastermind who mind earthly things. You supposed to be a God on earth, and you going and you getting glory off of shameful things, man. That's what we doing. We got to come out of that, man. You know, and it's a balance. You know, you can. That's why He gave us senses, man. You can deal with the pleasure of the taste buds. You know, sight, hearing, listening to good music. You know, watching, good things. You know, pleasing the flesh. You know, it's okay. But child, we just, man, we destroyed right now, man. And like you said, it's for a lack of knowledge. 23, 2. This is like a kid, you know, when they, another pagan holiday. You get the candy and you eat so much candy, you try to eat the whole bucket. They're gonna have 22 cavities by the time you're done. And eat some, Jake gonna give them some Alka-Seltzer or some damn Robitussin or some crap. Stored for lack of knowledge. You're supposed to be dealing with the herbs of the earth. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 2. It says, so your God's your belly, right? That means you're given an appetite. Proverbs 23, verse 2. Anything you want, right? Pleasing. It says, Proverbs 23, verse 2, it says, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. You know what I'm saying? You need to kill those ways of yourself. You all given, you all weak. You know what I'm saying? You need to put a knife to you need to put a knife to your throat, man. Figure that out in a spiritual sense. Because the Most High wants us to bounce back. So don't go kill yourself. You gotta understand these things, man. What is he saying? Proverbs 23, verse. We're gonna jump to verse 20. It says, be not among wild beavers, amongst righteous eaters of flesh. Salakia. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers. They're going to be hella drunk tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Already is. Among riotous eaters of flesh. About get into it. You know what I'm saying? For the drunkard and the glutinous shall come to poverty. You know, you're going to be... Why? Because at the end of all of that, your ass going to eat so damn much. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have 4 plates of chicken, 4 plates of damn spaghetti. Before you even eat, you putting up food. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they said at the end of that, and all of that just for your ass to be broke. You're going to go broke just trying to be, you're going to go broke just trying to, you're going to go broke just trying to do this damn Thankskilling crack. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go broke for the drunkard, for Proverbs 23, 21. Verse 23 of Proverbs chapter 23, verse 21. For the drunkard and the glutton, Salakia, shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Because at the end of that, for the drunkard and glutton shall come to poverty. You're going to go broke just trying to get all this food for no reason. It don't even make no sense. And drowsiness shall clothe a man. Then you're going to catch the damn itis, man. Your ass going to be somewhere asleep. You're going to get all that food just to go to sleep after one plate. I want some more. The Most High frowning on that, man. Like, what sense are you really making? And you do nothing good outside of that time. Other than that time. So what sense are you really about to make tomorrow? What sense? You don't make any out. You haven't made any. Come on, man. It says, we're going to get 1 Corinthians. We got a few more scriptures. We're going to wrap this thing up. I didn't even want this to be that long because, like I said, we rebuke this yearly. It's you know, you're going to do what you're going to do, man. This for the hopeful elect. You know. Those that think, man, I don't know if I should do this. This is for you, man. This is for you, Aqua. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31. It says, whether, therefore, ye eat or drink, whatsoever ye do all to the glory of God. Exactly, because you know, it's for what? It ain't like you keeping the high holy days. You ain't even going for the Most High. He don't care if we eat, man. But we say whatever you eat or drink, you know, you do to the glory of the Most High. You know, you should be eating because Most High done got you, you know what I'm saying, finally got you that job. You've been on point. You've been in the truth. You in the truth now. You know, you just want to get some food because we could do it any day, but y'all want to follow the goddamn white man. He's damned, man, and the kingdom is not for him, and he going to slavery. He gonna be eradicated off the face of the earth, according to the book of Obadiah and all the scriptures, man. Dude, you supposed to do it to the how is that glorifying the Most High tomorrow? What do you know that's in the Bible that shows you glorifying him? By getting together with your so-called family eating. What? Because whatever you think it ain't talking about that, man. And you know it ain't. That's still, you say whatever you do, Ecclesiastes 9 to 10, do to the best, to thy ability. Whatever that hand finds to do to the best of thy ability. With all thy ability, with all thy might. Paraphrasing. That's what you call it. So that ain't really, you can't, if you're underdoing it, you ain't glorifying it. It's either hot or cold. You either do it or you ain't. Y'all playing games, man. I said we're going to go ahead and get these. So we just try to take a different take on it. You know what I'm saying? Come at it at a different angle. Now we're going to get the, you know, we're going to get the classics. Isaiah chapter 1 and 14. Prove you ain't glorifying the Most High, right? Prove all things. It says Proverbs, not Proverbs, Salakia. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. The Most High, we make the Most High sick. We make the Most High sick. He said your new moons, not his. How are they yours? Because even if you was trying to keep everything, nothing you're doing is right. So even when we keep the high holy, they just rehearsals, man. It's not right. We ain't even supposed to be here. We punished right now. We supposed to be here according to a punishment. But ain't nothing we doing right. You can't even keep a high holy day knowing if you wearing a complete 100% fabric garment. No mingle seed garment. So however you want to, you can't escape this, man. You cannot run from this. You can't juke your way out of this one, man. Your new moons, Isaiah chapter 1 verse 14, your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. He hate these your so-called new moons, our so-called new moons. You know, he hated our so-called appointed feasts. You know, really want to get into it, we really talking about this fake-ass holiday called Thanksgiving, man. It's not a holy day, man. They get that from holy days, our high holy days. So like I said, even if you want to apply that only to talking about how we keep the high holy days, they're still not right, so they're yours. And because if they're not right, they're not the Most High's. Like he's not lukewarm, man. He's hot. He's a consuming fire. The Most High is a consuming fire. Tell you that in the book of Hebrews and Deuteronomy. All right, it says we're gonna get these last three, Amos 5:21. You know, these the classics, man. Amos 5:21. It says, and it reads, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. So, you know, the family getting together, we cooking, we eat. Man, why you just can't be happy, man? Amos chapter 5, verse 21. It says, I despise your feast days. So the Most High does hate. And he says, I despise your feast days. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Where you think you get, man, this smells good in here. Where you think you get that soul from, Jake? The Most High get down like that. That's why he created the senses of smell. He loves smell. Pleasant aromas. You know, different fragrances. He don't smell no goddamn chitlins, man. He didn't burn it. He didn't have us burn that. The pigs have their purpose, and they're not to be eaten nor being cooked and smoked. That shit stinks, man. Jeremiah 10:1. If you don't like the language, you can leave, man. Straight up. Paul said, "For though I be rude in speech, but yet not in knowledge." Yahushua was calling us generation, ye generations of vipers. He called a woman a dog. You know what she said back to him? He said, "It's not meat to cast the dogs, give the children's bread to dogs." That was a woman he was talking to. And you know what she said back? She said, "But yet the dogs eat of the crumbs that falleth from the master's table." Look it up. Matthew chapter 15. Read it. We start at verse 20. Read down. Jeremiah 10:1. Salaki. Flipping and thinking, man. Alright, so then we're going to close it out. Last scripture after this. You know, you following the white man. It says, Esau. It says, "Hear ye the word," Jeremiah 10:1. "Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." Verse 2. "Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be this." And so you ain't supposed to be learn. You ain't supposed to be doing. We ain't supposed to be doing what they do, man. George Washington declared he declared Thanksgiving as a national holiday. On and off. It wasn't even a real thing. And then Abraham Lincoln, he established it after the Civil War on the Sioux tribe. You know, so-called Indians, the indigenous people of this land, man. It says, "And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, nor for the heathen." It says, "For the heathen are dismayed at them." We ain't supposed to be nothing like these people, man. And George Washington had us in slavery. So how the hell you gonna be celebrating a holiday? He had slaves. How you gonna celebrate a holiday this man declared? That's like y'all celebrate the 4th of damn July. You doing it by ignorance. This is not to sound all. I'm not talking like that. Because I used to, according to ignorance, when we was in the world before the Most High woke us up to the truth. You know, we was just doing what we was taught. We was born and all the bore me in iniquity, conceived me in iniquity. Say that in the book of Psalms. You know, but that's what you doing. You ain't, none of this stuff is for us. This is their stuff, man. That's the Declaration of Independence. They declared that in 1865. Don't you know that we was still in slavery the day they signed the Declaration of Independence, so-called their freedom? Guess what? You so-called Negroes was still in slavery for almost 100 more years. After they signed declared the 4th of July, Declaration of Independence, their freedom, or whatever. So every year they celebrated that, they did that 100 years, we were still slaves. So they ain't had nothing to do with us, ever. And it still doesn't to this day. And they know that. You just don't know that and don't want to believe that. Don't care. You just, this shit is crazy, man. You know? And the Most High said don't do that, right? So we're going to get, this last scripture, we're going to close out with this. Because you think the Most High planning. Because the spirit of Yahushua is prophecy. So we're going to stay telling you what's about to go down. Chapter 3, 1 Corinthians. And we start at verse 16. It says, "Know ye not that ye are the spirits?" Okay, so you doing, these ones eat pork. They eat all that crap, man. The heathens do that. Said, "Learn not the way of the heathen." Jeremiah 10:2. "Nor be dismayed at the signs of heaven." This is the knowledge of the Most High. These are the signs of heaven. You ain't supposed to be pork. pepperoni pork. I love pepperoni pizza. You sure? Don't be. Then he said don't even touch swine, man. Yes, pepperoni is pork. The heathen is just made as that. They don't want nothing to do with that. They make up their own crap. That's why we got high holy days and they got holidays. Holiday days. It says a whole lie days. A whole lie day. It's a day about a whole ass lie. That's what it is, because you break it down, HOLI. You got a whole, like whole, and then you got lie, like a damn not telling the truth, a damn lie. Because you're damned if you're lying, you know? And it's a day. It's a whole lie day. A day about a whole lie. It says, verse 16, last scripture. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and that the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, dwelleth in you? Don't you know that? You his temple. So if he say don't eat pork, and you following the ways of the heathen, how much pork you eating, man? How much shrimp you eating? How much clams and oyster are you eating? How much rat you eating? You know what these heathens do? They are not like us, man. It says, if any man defile the temple of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, him shall Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, destroy. For the temple of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is holy. That means set apart, separate. You're supposed to be doing, that's why he said don't follow the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen. It says, which temple ye are. Who is this talking to? It's talking to the Israelites, man. He gonna destroy your ass. So you go do that, be about Thankskilling if you want. Make this video longer than I need to. So with that, I'm gonna just say Shalom, man. To the hopeful elect, the 144,000, to the 144,000 and the rest of the 1/3 on down, the hopeful elect. To you I say Shalom wa Barakium. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Kal Halan, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Wa Chabad, Wa Hadar. Shalom. Shalom.